Hi everyone, today I am giving you explanation on the topic the watering eye. This is the watering eye part 3 in which I will cover the clinical evaluation part 1. Okay. Now the clinical evaluation means we will know about those reasons due to which the watering eye occurs in the patient. So we will do the different tests to identify the reasons for that. Okay, first one is these are the tests. First test is ocular examination with diffuse illumination using magnification. Second one is regurgitation test, and the third one is fluorescein dye disappearance test. Okay, so let's go through one by one. First one is ocular examination with diffuse illumination using magnification. The word ocular means eye examination. Now here the eye examination is done with diffuse illumination. There are the different illumination methods which are seen in this slit lamp. Okay, so out of them there is a diffuse illumination. By using magnification we will magnify the each part of the eye and we will look at or examine it by diffuse illumination. Okay, now this should be carried out to rule out any cause of reflex hypersecretion. Now sometimes the infections takes place at the different parts of our eyes like lids, sclera, conjunctiva, cornea, etc. So we will find the reflex hypersecretion's cause, okay, by examining the different parts like lids, conjunctiva, cornea, sclera, anterior chamber, uveal tract and so on. Okay, in the first test we will just examine these parts. Okay, next one is regurgitation test. Now in this test a steady pressure with the index finger is applied over lacrimal sac area. We will use our index finger, which means first finger of our hand. The pressure is applied over the lacrimal sac area of a patient. Okay, but we will notice that reflux of mucopollen discharge, reflux from inside to outside, discharge comes out, which indicates chronic tachycystitis. It indicates from the long time inflammation of the lacrimal sac with the obstruction at lower NLD and the sac of NLD. Okay, so that discharge come out, then it will indicate there is an obstruction at the lower end and the sac of NLD. This was the second test, regurgitation test. Let's move to the third test, which is fluorescein dye disappearance test. Now this test is done with the help of these steps. First one is 2 drops of fluorescein dye are instilled in the both conjunctival sac. Now the conjunctival sac is present inside the lower eyelid or the eyeball part where the both of them attached. There is a hole which is present and it is known as a conjunctival sac. Okay, 2 drops of fluorescein dye are instilled there. Observations are seen in 2 minutes. Okay, we will observe the observations within the 2 minutes. Now this test is also done with the help of a slit lamp. So the doctor will examine the patient by sitting on this slit lamp by putting fluorescent dye in both conjunctival sacs. Okay, observations are seen in only 2 minutes. Normally no dye is seen. Now the positive results is seen if there is no any dye is present in the patient eye. If there is any dye is present, then it indicates the mechanical obstruction. Okay, let us understand with the help of a diagram. Now in first case, this case is normal because there is no dye seen in the patient eye. Okay, in the second case, here is a normally some dye is seen. Okay, there are the different levels which indicates that severe, mild, etc. Okay, in this case we will also notice the fluorescent dye. In this case the fluorescent dye is also present, so we will find out that these all the 3 cases are abnormal and the first case is normal. Okay, abnormality is seen in the different cases. This was the end of the clinical evaluation, and I will make the next part for the clinical evaluation, which includes the lacrimal sac stringing test as well as the Jones dye test. Thanks for your patience listening.